Hello youth, it's me again. How are you? And for all of us, it should be a week since you've come back to school now. So I hope you've been doing well. We are hoping to meet every 2 weeks where we would be following the government guidelines of at least 6 people. But for today, I'm going to ask a question, which is, what do you do when God calls you to do the impossible? I don't know what that means for you right now, and I don't know what God has commanded you to do that you may find difficult. It may be forgiving your enemy, forgiving those who have hurt you. It may be getting another job for the other people that are watching. In this current situation that is very hard at the moment. It may be reaching out to that one kid in your class that may not have friends. Or to so many of us at the moment, it may be in trusting God amidst this pandemic. How long is this gonna take? Do we have a chance to bring it back to normal? Or is this the new normal? It is so easy for us to live by sight and not by faith. We tend to test the ground first before we step on it. Being careful, yes. Being cautious, yes. But being doubtful, no. Let me tell you the story about the Israelites. They were so close to possessing God's promised land for them. I'm just going to jump through the verses, but I'm reading from Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 19. Then, as the Lord our God commanded us, we set out from Horeb and went towards the hill country of the Amorites, through all that vast and dreadful wilderness that ye have seen, and so we reached Kadesh Barnea. Okay. Then I said to you, you have reached the hill country of the Amorites, which the Lord our God is giving us. See, the Lord your God has given you the land. Go up and take possession of it, as the Lord, the God of your ancestors, told you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. So it's Moses here speaking to the Israelites when they finally reached the hill where they could see the Amorites. So they were very close to Canaan now. Okay? But then Moses continues to say, then all of you came to me and said, let us send men ahead to spy out the land for us and bring back a report about the route we are to take and the towns we will come to. So the Israelites, they were very near. Then they started to get scared. They were like telling Moses, we should send out spies there. And when the spies have come back, bringing all these really good vegetables and fruits, I must say, it says fruit of the land. That's it, fruit of the land. And it was really good. But then they were also able to know that there were actually so many people there, and they were as tall as giants. And so Moses continues to say, but you were unwilling to go up. Now we're in verse 26. You rebelled against the command of the Lord your God. You grumbled in your tents and said, the Lord hates us. So he brought us out of Egypt to deliver us into the hands of the Amorites to destroy us. Where can we go? Our brothers have made our hearts melt in fear. They say, the people are stronger and taller than we are. The cities are large with walls up to the sky. We even saw the Anakites there. Now, I don't have much information about what the Anakites are, but it looks like they're even scared more of Anakites. And then Moses says, "Then I said to you, do not be terrified. Do not be afraid of them. The Lord your God, who is going before you, will fight for you, as he did for you in Egypt, before your very eyes and in the wilderness. There you saw how the Lord your God carried you, as a father carries his son all the way you went until you reach this place. In spite of this, you did not trust in the Lord your God, who went ahead of you on your journey, in fire by night and in a cloud by day, to search out places for you to camp and to show you the way you should go." So these Israelites, they have been traveling in the wilderness with a pillar of cloud guiding them by day and a pillar of fire guiding them by night. But even with seeing all these supernatural guide that they've got, on the edge of the promise, they were very close. God told them to go and possess it. But on the very edge of the promise, where they had to take that one leap of faith, they were scared and they withdrew. They took the matter into their own hands and they sent spies. Let's find out if the land is really good. Let's find out if the people there are strong or weak, And they think they were doing right. They were just trying to find out, what kind of land, what kind of people they were gonna go against. Alexander McLaren, one of my favorite, should I say author or a theologian, he says, and I quote, "How many of us, when brought right up to some task involving difficulty or danger, but unmistakably laid on us by God," and I put the emphasis on the unmistakably laid on us by God. So it is God who's calling you to do it. And when we are near the difficult task, we shelter our distrustful fears under the fair pretext of knowing a little more about it first. Well, you know what? If you want to test the ground first, go ahead. But if it only causes you more fear than faith, think again. When God calls you to do the impossible, when God calls you to trust in him, be still and know that he is God and that he will fight for you. What do? I hope and pray that we choose to obey God, that we do not miss our promised land, that we follow him. Whatever you're going throughout this pandemic, I hope you remember that God is still God, and he is for you and he loves you. We've got our previous videos during the whole lockdown reminding us of the love of God. Watch those videos again. May we enrich ourselves with the promise of God that he is with us in good days and in bad days. I hope that you hold these truths in your life, in your school, in your family, and even among your friends. God bless you and see you next week. Bye!